men of the Irish Brigade in the early days of their action approached this city. General Marum notified the town that shelling would commence at a certain time and that the citizens and certainly the army should leave. They did not want to suffer from that. 2/3 of the citizens left. The 300 or 400 Confederates that were there also left. And then the shelling started. Marum sent a message once again to the people of the town. He stopped to give another chance to leave. He sent a man by the name of William McCarter, the only enlisted man in the Irish Brigade to write a personal memoir. And McCarter had become General Maurer's personal secretary. In a beautiful hand, he wrote the message and took it in. And as he came into town, he came to a 3-story house, and there in the yard there was a little girl swinging. She saw him approaching, and she jumped out of the swing and ran to him. She was singing Listen to the Mockingbird, an old song that was one of Abraham Lincoln's favorites, but that's another story. She was holding in her hands a little doll like this, made of white handkerchiefs. Now, you've seen these probably before. They were called church dolls or handkerchief dolls or pew dolls. And they were quiet toys for little girls to play with. And they were made of the handkerchiefs of brothers and fathers who were off at war. So she had family away. And she'd made friends with Mr. McCarter, Private McCarter at that time, and they talked a good bit, and she kind of endeared herself to him. He went into town, delivered his message, and came back. As he passed the house, she waved goodbye. Then the shelling started again. Well, as the town fell to federal hands, the Irish Brigade and the other units involved in this went into town. And as they were just kind of strolling about, McCarter noticed the same 3-story house and how there was a large groups of people coming in and out and seemed pretty agitated. So he went in, and there in the house, he just walked in because the door was open and people were coming and going. A lady was crying out, "Lily, oh my Lily." She was already in widow weeds. Her face was red and flushed from already weeping too much. And McCarter looked at the piano there, and the little girl that he had seen, the little blonde-haired girl, was stretched out, covered with a sheet. The nanny, Josephine, was clipping some of her hair, as they often did after death. Josephine looked at McCarter, this colored nanny, and she said, "I knew nothing good would come of you coming here." McCarter turned and left the house. You know, his heart broken, weeping like only an Irishman knows to do. Went back to his post, realizing some of the terrible things about war. Truth is the first casualty of war, but the most heartbreaking casualty of war is children. And he experienced that. And this happened in Charlestown. And Jed's going to tell you a tale about that. A city that's as old as America.
She was just her mama's to be. Pretty child, curious and bold. As she stood there with Michael O'Reilly, she might have been 7 years old. She'd been placed high atop the piano and arranged there with love and care by an African servant, her nanny, guiding by watching soldiers retreat south and west. There was nothing to do when a cannonball flew through the window and on through her chest. It tore her arm and her heart from her breast. It's a hard, cold day to the winds tonight. It's a bitter wind, cuts to the bone. And good is faith when its power and its might to both guilty and innocent are shown. To both guilty and innocent shown. Now I know we must fight for the Union. What a terrible price must be paid to make this land free. Michael Rickey joined with the